When you go online, you will find the interpretation of Wu as Buddhism wisdom. But actually, this is the wisdom from Chinese Buddhism, but not from the original Buddhism from India. In English, Wu means not self. Translate back to Chinese and the backward translation again. That means the self does not exist. Does it mean you have to deny yourself? As a matter of fact, not. You do have to recognize that the self does exist. And this self, what do we mean? The egoism that exists. So in the process of Wu, the applied Wu philosophy in practice, that means we have to learn to diminish the egoism. Become more collective to each other, respectful to each other, mutual respect. Let's face it, the person we love the most is the one we see every morning from the mirror. And this is the mirror sometimes can mislead us, right? So we have to learn to be honest. Wu is taught in the Wu philosophy emphasizes being honest. Willing to let egoism go down. Does not mean you deny the existence of the egoism, but more emphasize on the willingness to let egoism down. Willing to put the mutual respect in actions. Yesterday, Johan said something very, very interesting, really. Sometimes talking with the very wise people is such a enlightening and joyful experience. Johan said, the person who likes to say, I tolerate you, actually his egoism is very big. Think carefully. I tolerate you. So it means it is I who tolerate you. So the egoism is still very high. If you really tolerate and accept each other, sometimes the silence is the best. You don't have to say it. You just simply do it. So the philosophy of the Wu actually means you recognize the egoism does exist and you try to diminish the existence of egoism. In the meantime, you see yourself in other person's eyes. You respect person because he became you. You become bigger. You are not, the self does not exist anymore because the self exists on the other person. In the nature, okay, in everything you see, everything you do. That moment, the self is not identity anymore, but it's the collective energy around it that has no border. So Wu means I do exist and I'm willing to let my egoism down. I respect you as I respect myself because you are me. And the self does not exist in me anymore. The self exists in every others. That is the concept of Wu. And this is the concept actually is extension from the Taoism. The Taoist, in the Taoist philosophy, especially in Tao Te Ching, emphasize Wu Wei, act not acting. It does not mean do not act. Does that mean, okay, I keep my arms crossed, I don't have to do anything, I Wu Wei? No. As a matter of fact, Wu Wei is a proactive leadership. A leader willing to let other people to take control on the specific task. Empowerment, entrusting without a lot of egoism. Leader is willing to share glory and also empower people in his team or her team to share everything together. Not just, okay, you shared all the responsibility, but glory is mine. No, not like that. But what is the reality in the different kinds of business organization? Is people work hard, and the one on top receive all the glory. Then if you talk about Wu Wei with this kind of organization, it won't work. Because Wu Wei involved with entrusting, empowering, listening, and willingness to share, and through mutual respect as well. Involved with situational leadership. Involved with honesty in the leadership implementation. It's not about leadership, it's not about psychological assessment. It is about actions on details. The whole thing is 2 words. Wu Wei, not acting, means proactive acting, but not by yourself, by others. From the Wu Wei, we extend it to Wu. This I do not exist because I exist on everything, on everyone. And that go back to the fundamental essence in the personality development, in terms of leadership development, in terms of life management. It all goes back to honesty on the small, simple details.